Hi, I'm Dylan Mayhew, and the Oscars are happening February 28th, 2016. I'm very excited, and as you can see here, I've got my 2 ballots filled out. It's a couple days before, and I'm doing my predictions, and I'd like to share those predictions with you. So I have 2 ballots, as you can see. You're like, what the heck's that up with? Well, one's for what I hope will win, and one's for what I actually think will win. And I mean, knowing how the Oscars work, there's a lot of things I'm like, man, I wish that would win, but it doesn't because those are the Oscars, and that's how that works. But, whatever. I did 2 lists because, just because. Anyway, I'm going to read them off to you. And yeah, disclaimer, not disclosure. Disclaimer, I haven't seen all these movies. So a few I had a guess on. A lot of them I have seen. And even if I haven't seen them, I did a little research prior. So I think this is as accurate as it's going to get without seeing all of these films. So, yeah, let me get started. Also, one more thing. If I had my way, Jurassic World would win Best Picture. Like, I kid you not. I like that movie that much. Wasn't as good as Jurassic Park, but pretty damn good and pretty close. I mean, it had its faults, but just having a really big fan bias, I liked it. So, for me, that's what I wish would win. Now, luckily, my second favorite movie of the year is under Best Picture. So, yeah, I'm going to list that off. Anyway, this is the ballot for what I want to win. Let me get started. Best Picture, Mad Max Fury Road, great movie. Best Actor, Matt Damon from The Martian, that's good. Best Actress, Bren Larson from The Room. Best Actor, Tom Hardy from Revenant, not Mad Max, he did both. And this is in supporting role, so sorry, I should have mentioned that. Best Actor in Supporting Role, Tom Hardy. Best Actress in Supporting Role, Jennifer Jansen from The Hateful Eight. Directing, George Miller, he directed Mad Max Fury Road. Cinematography, I put Sicario. I do have to say something about Sicario. That of all the movies, I noticed the film technique the most in that movie. I mean, the visuals might have been better in other movies, but Sicario stuck out in that regard. Animated feature film, Inside Out, that's a given. Costume design, Mad Max Fury Road. Documentary feature, Cartel Land, crazy movie. Documentary short story, Last Day of Freedom, didn't see it. Film editing, Mad Max, Fury Road. Foreign language film, Son of Saul. Makeup and hairstyling, Mad Max, Fury Road. I think that's a given. The only other two it's competing against are The Revenant and the 100-year-old man who climbed out of the window or something. It's the 100-year-old man ... So don't know the rest. Music, original score, Hateful Eight. Scores don't really stick out to me. There's a couple of movies, and I mean just a few. Okay, maybe more than 2, but a few that stick out. So, out of all that were listed, I'm I guess Hateful Eight kind of was. I mean, it was good, but it's not something I really look for. It's just part of the movies, and I accept that. Music, original song, Writings on the Wall from Spectre. I like this more than the Adele one from Skyfall. I mean, that one grew on me. So I didn't like it. This one was the opposite. At first, when I saw the movie twice, I was like, I don't like this song. And then listened to it more, and yeah, like I said, it grew on me. And maybe it's just a bad song, and I'm just ear dead. And I was like, oh, okay, it's good because I just need to accept this fact. But I thought it was a pretty good song, and that's the only thing Spectre's on for here. And I'm a pretty big James Bond fan, as you can see from my YouTube, Dylan 007 Mayhew. I mean, come on. Production design, The Martian. Short film, animated, Sanjay's Super Team. Short film, live action, Day One. Sound editing, Sicario. Sound mixing, Mad Max Fury Road. Visual effects, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Writing, hyphen adapted screenplay, The Martian. Writing, hyphen original screenplay, Spotlight. It's one about the priests, if you're Spotlight, what? Okay, this is my real picks, so if for some weird reason you're did Dylan get a high score with this Oscar ballot, you better listen up, because this is what I really think will win. And I hate to break it, The Revenant's down for a lot of them. And a little backstory on The Revenant, I saw it. I thought visually it was very appealing, but the storyline, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was just there, and I mean, it just seemed like a revenge story and less of a I don't know. I mean, I liked it, but not for the reasons most people just go on and on about how good it is. It was purely the visuals for me. Everything else, I mean, acting was good and such, but it has to be a little more than just that to make it a movie that I really like. But it's one of those movies that I'll see, but I'll never see again. Let's be honest. But for Best Picture, The Revenant. Best Actor, Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. We'll see if he gets it. We'll see. If he doesn't, I'm pretty sure Matt Damon will sweep it up, but we'll have to see. I hear Michael Fassbender did a very good job in Steve Jobs. Didn't see that. I saw the original, well, not the original, but the movie Jobs that came out a few years back, and I was kind of done with the whole Steve Jobs story after that. But yeah, Best Actress, Brie Larson from The Room. Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Sylvester Stallone. Man, that's a tongue twister. From Creed. I don't know if he's like too famous to not get one, but I put that down anyway. Best Actress in a Supporting Role, Alicia Vikander, the Danish Girl. I just put that there. Directing, Alejandro G. Blah blah. I don't know. I probably should have figured out how to enunciate his name before I did this, but I didn't. He's the dude that directed The Revenant. Cinematography, The Revenant, which I truly do think was probably... Sicario, in my opinion, was best cinematography, but the runner-up would be Revenant. That's one of the few categories I do agree with, what the Oscars will probably choose. Animated feature film, Inside Out. Costume design, Mad Max. Documentary feature, Amy. Documentary short subject, A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness. Didn't see that. Film editing, Mad Max Fury Road. Foreign language film, Son of Saul. Makeup and hairstyling, Mad Max. Like I said, it's kind of a given. Music, original score. I do think The Hateful Eight can pull it off, like I've explained on the last list. Yeah, the Star Wars one, that didn't stick out. Music, original song, Till It Happens to You from The Hunting Ground. I listened to all the songs, all of them, even the 50 Shades of Grey one, and Writings on the Wall I like the best, but this seems like Oscar-y, so I picked it. Production design, Mad Max Fury Road. We'll see. I'm kind of confused what production design is. Is it the set pieces, or is it where it takes place? Because Bridge of Spies is on here, and... that's a period piece. So if the whole if the design is the buildings and the kind of just the setting, then I could see Bridge of Spies getting that. But I was kind of unsure, so I put Mad Max anyway, which is interesting because on my what I think would win, or what I want to win, I put Martian. Surprisingly, because although most of it's just Mars, there's some really cool spaceship stuff. So anyway. Short film animated, The World of Tomorrow. Short film live action, Shook. Sound editing, The Revenant. Sound mixing, The Revenant. Visual effects, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. This is the only one that I put Star Wars under. And actually, for visual effects, on my original, I put Star Wars as well. So, I know visual has to do with sight, seeing, but I don't know if practical effects would be different from that. Mad Max is on here, but I don't know. Star Wars just has such a wide appeal. I don't think the Oscars are really gonna do too much with it. It's just crazy successful as is. But yeah, if they do choose a category, I think it'll be Star Wars. Or choose a category that Star Wars will win. So visual effects, put that down. Writing adapted screenplay, The Martian. I haven't read the book. Adapt screenplay, there's a book and you adapt the screenplay to the movie. But I gave my uncle the book for Christmas, and yeah, I just thought it was good. I want to read it. I just haven't got around to it yet. Anyway, writing original screenplay, Spotlight. So, those are my Oscar picks. These are, like I said, the real picks I just did, and then what I want to win was earlier. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and if you agree, disagree, or just want to comment, go ahead and comment. I love, chatting about stuff like this. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.